Men who like to keep their morning routine simple will love these Multi for Him gummies, specially formulated with 12 key nutrients designed to support men's daily nutritional needs. Nature-made Multi for Him gummies help support muscle and bone health. It improves your immune health, and it increases your energy metabolism. With the quality you can trust, Nature-made Multi for Him gummies have no artificial flavors, no synthetic dyes, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial sweeteners, and is gluten-free. Pharmacists around the world have recommended Nature-made to be the #1 vitamin and supplement brand. So when you need something that's going to help you get you through the day, when you need something that's going to increase your energy to help you get you through that workout, to make you perform as an elite athlete at the top of your ability, try Nature-made Multi for Him gummies, because you don't want to stop.
To the 12th round.
Welcome to the Terror Dome. You should be heading home, cause you could bring all of your ninjas and the Technodrome. I rip right through your flesh and bone and mental capacity. Flood your mind with atrocities and copious tragedies. This dark Sabbath is a lesson in street. Behold the church of the ghetto, feel the words when I preach. Amen. Let the Lord say a prayer for they don't end up in front of someone banging their trigger. Living life like a war pig. Fuck the law, I'm getting mine. Let the others figure what the cost is. Purchasing the fortress on gorgeous acres enormous. Car park full of foreigners and women just waiting on us. We living the dream. Y'all living like hell is earthbound. We are not the same. You've been a lame since birth, pal. I don't feel sorry. I recommend they go dirt bound. Doggy dog world, and you've been looking like Chuck Brown.
Here we go. Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It is the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, if you see this man in a dark alley, run for your life. He will beat you up, put you in the trunk of your own car, driving you in front of your job, and beat you up in front of all your coworkers. He is the green-eyed bandit. He fights people. Sometimes he bites people. He's your mama's favorite wrestler. And he can whoop your daddy ass. The one and only Roosevelt, the fighter. What's happening?
Man, I'm trying to figure out this daggone app you got me on, and I can't figure it out right now. But we're going to make it do what it do. This is what I get for messing with you, man. Messing with you with these people and all these other different apps and whatnot.
Hey man, you know the young folks try to put me on stuff, man. You know I'm an old guy, so I'm trying to figure out what the next new thing is. You know what I'm saying? So we up here live on Bigo. I think that's the name.
Bigo,
you go. We all go. Yeah, so, yeah. No, that's why all the that's the new Twitter. The new what's it? The TikTok. That's the new TikTok.
Yeah, it's new TikTok.
Yeah, man. But listen, man, I'm so excited. We have a boss in the building today. Roosevelt, please. It's a boss in here, the boss of bosses. Roosevelt, please introduce our esteemed guest.
Absolutely, man. Listen, man. You ever heard of a house fight? This right here is the king of house fights, okay? This man, when Big E came up with the terminology, big meaty man slapping meat. He was thinking about this man right here. Okay, big pause. But he was thinking about this man right
Big
here.
pause, but I'll take it.
He is the big hurts.
Yeah.
He is the man that can pick you up, spin you around, and slam your ass straight to the ground. It's my brother. You know what I'm saying? I've known this man for a long time. So y'all give it up for my man.
Forever in the day.
Big Deandre Jackson, man. Yeah, we forever in the day. We know each other. What up, bro?
Hey. We don't know each other since you been with 15?
I've been in 16.
Okay,
17.
I've been in 17. So I've been in 17. This should be 18. So yeah, we don't know each other since for forever.
The beginning.
Yeah, we up there. We the unks in the locker room.
We are, which is it's kind of scary sometimes.
I know that threw me off first time Malachi called me that. He was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Hold on, I ain't got no gray in my beard yet."
Yeah, I was like, "Hold on."
Trying to make me your uncle when I'm still a cousin.
Like, who he talking to? I'm still big brother around here. Don't call me no uncle.
I'm still a cousin. I ain't uncle yet, bro. Chill out.
Right. Oh man, what's been going on, bro? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. 37 and 17 years, I'm still able to get in there and do my thing, man. Still going, still blessed, man. Just blessed.
Good. We're excited to have you on. We're excited to have you on the show, man. Like I said, I've known you for years. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna get to know you. We're gonna let the people get to know you, and we're gonna get this thing started. So I'm gonna let Brian start it off since he can talk this time because last week he had some issues. But Brian, go ahead and do your due diligence and ask your insatiable question that you like to ask everybody every show.
Well, I got a lot of questions for this man and the boss house over here, Deandre. Listen, I'm going to ask you a question that I ask everybody, and it's different every time. The question I have for you is, Deandre Jackson, when did you fall in love with wrestling?
All right, so now Latham, brown sugar.
I was waiting for somebody to catch that. Like, I've been on this show, what is it, 4 or 5 years now, and you the first one. And I knew you would be the one. I knew you would be the one. Go ahead, bro.
Man. I'm a movie buff, man. That's a classic movie, bro. As a hip hop head, that's a classic movie, man.
Yeah.
When I fall in love with wrestling, bro, man. My earliest wrestling memory that sticks in my head is Super Brawl 2. Juice and Thunder Liger versus Brian Pillman. I don't know why that just sticks in my head, but that's like my first wrestling memory. And from like that point on, I was just like stuck on it. Like I just like there's an old picture of like me like Christmas, I want to say. Well, I guess my mom got me the old WWF blue hard plastic blue wrestling ring. You remember that one? It was like a really hard blue plastic one. You had to put the post in there, and then it had like the rubber bands.
Yeah.
For the rope.
Yeah.
That was like the first wrestling tour I remember. Like Super Bowl 2 was like the first wrestling match I remember like in my head watching and like being stuck on. And then like my first wrestling event was at the famous Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium. So like 3-4, bro, I was hooked. So that's when I fell in love with wrestling. When I'm 37 now, I'll be 38 this year. So we talking 35 years plus. I've always loved the sport, loved this business. So, yeah, man.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a long time when you think about it. 35 years.
Man,
35, 34.
When you first got into what made you decide to get into the professional wrestling business? Like, what kind of athletic background did you have before then?
I mean, I played a little football up until like the 8th grade. Then after that, I did like 2 years of high school wrestling, and both years ended in surgery. So the first year, I tore cartilage in my left knee. The second year, it wasn't a wrestling injury. It just so happened that we were out of school that day, so the coach gave us off practice that day to be nice, and my appendix almost busted that day. So second year was an appendix surgery, and then the third year the coach was like, "All right, you coming out this year? And we actually gonna make it through a whole year." And I was just like, "Nah, you got it, my boy, because I don't know what type of surgery I'm gonna have to have the next year." And then luckily 17 years plus no surgeries, but what made me say I was gonna do it was just you know I can't necessarily say there was a thing that said, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." It was just always a thought in my head of I'm gonna do this. We all done the thing where we put the blankets and the pillows in the floor and make like a little mini mattress ring. And I was taking my mama's ace bandages she didn't want me to take and making wrestling ropes and get my boombox and picking a song and playing it with a blanket hanging over my door as my curtain and walking through. And I always envisioned it to go after it. And then when I went to college, I had the opportunity and I just took it.
Okay. When did you first start your training?
First started training, let's see, I started my freshman year of college, so that was around 2006, and I actually snuck off. My mama didn't know I was going. I snuck and went to my first training session at APW in Spartanburg at the old building they had on 221, if anybody knows about that place. I snuck up there with my $25, and I can actually hear my mama laughing about this story. I snuck up there with my $25, and I went in there and I said, "Hey, I'm here for the training," because I had started going to that promotion just watch, and I was hooked. Every Saturday, 8 o'clock, I would get off from my little job at McDonald's at 7, run home, get a shower, change clothes, and fly up the road to get there. Pay my $10 to go in there and watch. And they say, "Yeah, we train on Tuesdays." I'm like, "I'll train y'all. I can do this? Yeah, $25. What? I got that right now on me, man. Like, this McDonald's paying me $175. I got 25 on me right now, boy. Like, don't play with it. And I went up there, and a dude named Eric Anton was over the training, and he thought I was somebody else. This is a funny story. He thought I was somebody else. So he goes, "All right, take a bump." I didn't know what the word it was. All I knew was tough enough. Just tuck your head. And I took my first bump without really knowing. He goes, "Oh, you ain't such and such issue." I was like, "Nah." He goes, "Y'all look like that was pretty decent for your first bump. Let's show you how to do it." So around 2006, I snuck up there and started training. And it was funny was that night I went home, I soaked in the tub and I'm sore. And then the next day I got to go work an after school program with a bunch of kids jumping on me. And I was miserable because them kids, they didn't understand I was hurt. They just wanted to play. So, yeah, 2006 when I started training. 2008 when I actually had my first match.
Okay. Real quick, you got some love being shown to you on the chat, and Gwen Jones showing love. We got
That's my cousin. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Gwen Jones. We got Heritage Wrestling Alliance Interactive Zone. Said, "What up, Deandre?"
Yeah, it was HWA, Rutherford, North Carolina.
They say they miss you out there in Rutherfordton. Rutherford.
Rutherfordton.
A filter fish. Mom Dukes is in the house. She said DeAndre Jackson was and still hooked. And she said she remembered when you snuck your little behind off and then went to do that wrestling thing.
Because I eventually told her, statute of limitations, my boy. You couldn't do nothing then.
Yeah. And then long way say, "My big guy Dre."
Yes, sir.
All right.
Absolutely, man. You are a really, really good heel. And it's really hard to gravitate to a heel and like them. But when I see you as a fan and I watch you in the ring, I'm gravitated towards you, and you just pull everybody in the audience into what you're doing. Oh, yeah. Where did you really learn the art of being a heel?
My sophomore year of college, we used to have roast sessions. Just unmerciful roast sessions, man. Like, you gotta keep up. Like it would be us. Like we go to the main part of the campus, and it'd be some of us in the main room playing the game. It'd be like two in this room, one in this room, and another one in the kitchen, and we just throwing like we snapping, and like you can't just be like, well, yeah, yo, mama, you gotta keep up, or else you gonna get ate up. And it wasn't nothing of like, hey man, we just saying this stuff to be mean. It was just that's how we was just having fun. So people were coming in and like, y'all really hate each other. Why y'all hanging out? We said, we don't hate each other. This is just what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think some of that comes from that. A little bit comes from when I, was doing stand up, and you got to be quick on your feet there as well too, because people will, that one drunk dude in the crowd try to say something to you. You got to be ready. That's another part of it as well. And then the rest of it, shoot, man, I guess naturally I'm like that. I try to hide it and be nice to people, but Ro knows how I am, because we done grew up in this thing together, so he knows me for real. Like, but a lot of that comes from them roast snapping sessions, and then doing stand up and just trying to think quick on my feet. So I'm always one step ahead.
Man, absolutely.
That's just how it goes, man. You gotta be quick.
Am I lagging a little bit, fellas?
Yeah, you are lagging a little bit.
Yeah, you lagging. But you good. You good. It's your show. You can do whatever you want. You can lag if you want, my boy.
Okay. All right.
I'll lag for you.
I can lag if I want to. Oh man.
So
you've been in the game for a long time now, man. Do you still have like dream matches that you want to do, especially with indie wrestlers?
Yeah, there's still dream matches. There was one match I was supposed to have that I didn't get. It got canceled, and I would love to get it if I could. He just came off injury. I actually was supposed to wrestle Eddie Kingston one time, and that match got canceled. And that was one I really wanted because I have respect for Eddie, because I feel like we two are the same type of kindred spirit. Just just two guys in reality. We just like, man, ain't really like that wrestler type guy that's gonna come out there and be like, lockups and da 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 da. It's like, nah, man, we two fighters, So that's a big one. I would love to get finally. If I had a dream match, Chris Hero. I was thinking about that this morning. I said I would love to face off with Chris Hero as well. I've knocked out a few of them as well that I had that were dream matches. One I would have liked to have, but health reasons, he's not able to right now, is Keith Lee. I want to wrestle against Keith Lee. That was just one of those ones I was like, man, that would be an interesting one to have. But a lot of my dream matches that I had
versus Keith Lee would be crazy.
Yeah, a lot of my dream matches I've had, I had them. Like at one point, I put out there, I want to wrestle Jeff Cobb. I got to wrestle Jeff Cobb. So it was randomly in Wisconsin, in the middle of a snowstorm, and the place was packed. But I did it, and so I don't really have too many like, man, this is like the dream match. Like if I could just, because I've wrestled a lot of people that I want to wrestle. I've, like me and Ro wrestled, I think a couple times. I know we wrestled once, and that when that with Jim Anvil Nyhart, we met Natalia's parents. But like I don't have too many like quote unquote dream matches, and I'm at that point now where I don't necessarily make those requests because I'm at that point where now I'm just giving back. Now no, I'll take that back. There is one I would like to have, me versus O'Shea Edwards. That's one I would like to have. I haven't got that one, but I would like to have that one.
Ooh.
So any bookers that are out there listening, you want to make some money? you want two guys that's gonna come in?
We can make that happen.
Really why? Listen, wait a minute. There's actually two guys that are doing a series of shows in these malls. That what? Let me holler at them after I get off.
I mean, You
I
know,
mean, you know,
have your people
I mean,
call out people.
we can make something happen. You know what I'm saying?
yes, sir. Oh yeah, but yeah. At this point, like I said, it ain't
We
to
can
me.
make
Like,
something happen. I think that would be
that'd be a
a
banger.
banger.
That'd be a banger. They had him, and then because I've known him for so long, probably me versus Darius Lockhart. I feel like that'd be a good one as well too. So
Yeah,
if you're gonna
absolutely.
book me, if anybody's gonna book me versus Joe Black, please don't. Me and him are tired of facing each other because we always wind up hurting each other afterwards.
I mean, that's always the best matches though. Is when you wrestling with somebody that you cool with, your family, you love each other. You already know. Listen, it's gonna hurt tomorrow,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
gonna
love
hurt
you
tomorrow.
today.
It's like that's why people be like, "Yeah, man, I'm trying to get them bees." And I'm like, "You don't want to pay the price for them bees."
You don't want
And
to
it's
do that.
like, I don't want to pay the price for the bees. And like everybody in that
Yo,
whole crew, I have faced off with. Like, what makes you think I want to do that again?
Right. In fact, I think I fought everybody in that group except for O'Shea and Jakami are the only two I have not fought yet.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to put in some work for that, man. It's when people be like, "Yeah, man, Joe Black got the bees. I want to get a set of them bees." Or I'm like, man, you really don't want to pay the price for that. How do you know, man? How do I know? Bro, I don't. Me and him done traded fists and live to tell the time. It's like two old ancient warriors. We talk about that all the time. It's like, hey man, we just two just seasoned warriors that went back and forth with each other. So
Yeah. Damn, Vegeta and Top. That's you two are
did we lose
Vegeta
sound?
and
Did I lose
Tahoe.
sound? Am I? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear
Are you
me.
on mute?
All right, hold on 1 second.
Hold on. Technical difficulties.
hey,
Brian stepped out.
Brian's back. Can you hear us now?
Can y'all hear? Can everybody hear me? Give me thumbs up. Y'all can hear me. I can't hear nobody.
All right. Go
I
out
can
and
hear
come back in.
y'all. Go out and come back in. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me leave the studio real quick.
All right, stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We got some technical difficulties.
people.
We're gonna get it squared away. Squared away.
Absolutely. Am I good to go? Am I good?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Look, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Either I'm freezing or you freezing, but it's okay because we do this all the time. So beautiful people, please just sit tight. You know what I'm saying? We got something good for you. Deandre Jackson, man, great talent, cool brother, man. And I'm excited to see what he does coming up. He mentioned a couple of really, really good names that I would love to see him face. O'Shea is one of them, man. I think him versus O'Shea would be dope. And also him versus Keith Lee would be awesome as well. And he's coming back into the studio.
All right.
There we
Don't
go.
leave again, Brian.
Hey.
Don't leave again, Brian, man. That's when you left it. This one, oh, you know what, bro?
That's all jacked up.
I know, right? We
My
were
bad.
rolling
But got action. You know what I'm
lagging,
saying?
Kept freezing. It wasn't fine. But yeah.
I should have just let it go. You know what I'm saying?
Let it go, man. It'd be fine. People would have got the gist of it.
Man.
But I think, bro, you had a question before he asked about my guest. So I don't know who. It's y'all show, man. I'm just here.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I don't even remember what I was going to ask. The technical difficulties. Look, technical difficulties got us all difficult. Brian, go ahead with your next question, bro.
Yeah, man. Was it difficult coming up with your character and who you wanted to be and portray in the wrestling ring?
Yeah, it was. And I say I really didn't find who I am now until like, man, probably almost 10 years into my career, probably. I really wasn't 100% sure. When I started off, I when I started off, I took the name of a WCW tag team, Chronics, because I just thought that was cool. And I had the K's facing backwards. I was like, hey, I gotta be different. Instead of just the K's being regular, one's gotta face the opposite way because it looks cooler. As well, and then there was like a bunch of other, tidbit things that happened in between, including, the typical JYD type dancing gimmick, because everybody's like, oh man, you remind me of JYD's, and it's like, all right, cool. But to find myself in all of this, it took some time. Like it was 10 plus years. Like I remember going to my WWE tryout in 2015 and still not 100% of like who I was. I was just a guy. I was a jag, as Steve Smith Sr. says. Um, that was just in the ring, and I can't tell you the exact moment it clicked that I was just like, man, I'm this, but it was probably close 2017, 2018 when I finally started like, figuring out like, hey man, this is who I am. This is what I'm gonna be about. This is the style I'm gonna be. Whether people like it or not. Um, I mean, it was so many transformations of what I did, and finally getting to that point. And I want to say, Ro, because you can vouch for this. It was probably around the time when Huckabee and pitched the Big Hurt
Mm-hmm.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
It was around that 2017, 2018 time. And his reasoning for pitching that was, hey man, when you smile, you look like Frank Thomas. You just call yourself the Big Hurt.
Yeah.
One, that's a weird comparison, my boy. But two, that actually that's actually a pretty good idea because no one
Mm-hmm.
is doing it in wrestling. And so it became like it was like almost like a switch overnight of like, yeah, Big Hurt. But it was just still more of the having the processes and pull it together and figure out what it was. And it probably wasn't until like, so like 2017 is when he pitched, in 2019 is when I finally started really pulling it together and, you know, being like, okay, this is what it is. So, yeah, about 2019 is when I finally hit the stride, because then I felt more confident in anything I was doing as well. And by
Gotcha.
that time, all the tryouts and like trying to get in, all the other stuff, I had been past. I was just like, I'm just gonna do this. Like if somebody sees something they want to take a chance, cool. But I'm gonna do this my way, how I want to do it. I'm gonna dress how I want to dress. Like the prototypical gear and da da da. It's like, nah, man. I look like I just walked off the street ready to fight, because I come from a city where people fight all the time. Like fighting at work, fighting in the club, fighting at the gas station, fighting in the school. Like, luckily I tried to stay out of the way of that, but like I had a lot of friends that was like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like I just took what I grew up around and just like, all right, this is what that is. And now it's like I don't look back. Like I don't let nobody tell me different.
You mentioned having to try out with WWE. Talk to us about going down there, and then the other companies you've had opportunities with. I know you've done some things with Ring of Honor, like had some travels
Yeah.
with them, but tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, the 2015. I forgot who it was. Somebody was like, "Man, just send an email to the recruit thing, fill out the recruit page." And I didn't think too much about it. You know what I mean? I was just like, "Okay, there ain't nobody really gonna take a look." But I filled it out, and it, just so happened they picked me up for a tryout. I want to say Brady Pierce was also down there. That's the name from the Carolinas. He's gotten into acting more, but me and him were down there at the same time. At that same tryout was Mata from Tough Enough, Bianca Belair, Otis, Lacey Evans, a couple other people that had did Tough Enough. What's his name? Big Yeti, Josh Breda, he was there. Baba Batunde, who was Uha Nation's like second in command when they were doing the general type gimmick, he was there. The purple one, who shall not be named, if anybody gets that reference, he was there as well too. And there was a couple guys as well that have been doing independent stuff. Max Costello, CJ O'Doyle. Uh, it was Laredo Kid. He was actually my roommate the entire time. It was a really stacked tryout that a lot of people got looks from. Mainly, the biggest one is Bianca Belair. Let's just put that one out there. And it was a crazy 2.5 days, man. The coaches at the time were Billy Gunn, Matt Bloom, Norman Smiley, Robbie Brookside, Joe Briscoe was there, Lita. I want to say Elias was one of the people who were already signed as a helper as well too. He actually was one of the helpers. I remember that vividly. He was one of the helpers. But yeah, it was a crazy 2 days. What was funny is that, for me, I had an asthma attack the first day, so I had a rough first day. But there was these two guys that were brothers that were power lifters, and when they broke for lunch, they went to their car because they just drove up about 30 minutes to an hour up, got in their car, left, and didn't come back. They was like, we don't want to do this. It was too much, which was wild to think. Like, this is the dream for a lot of people to be in this position, getting a look. Not a lot of people get a look, but to get a look, a real look, and they just quit because they was like, this is too much and we don't want to deal with it. But me having an asthma attack the first day, and then really rebounding the second day, and on the second day getting praise from Matt Bloom, and then also after we broke down, Gerald Briscoe pulling me to the side, and that typical old man type voice. First day was shit, but brother, you made up for it, and I felt that old man strength. I felt that old man wrestler strength because he shook my hand and pulled me in and hugged me. And I was like, yo, like if he's this strong, imagine how strong Jerry Briscoe was because he's squeezing, hugging me. And then, William Regal was there. And then on the third day, because I'm a William Regal mark. Like, I love some William Regal, like all aspects, like the funny stuff, the serious, everything. The third day when he's like talking about the camp and he's like, oh, and I want to really give a shout out to him, and points to me and goes like, he busts his butt to make a comeback to try to make an impression. And I went like, even not like, oh, but and deep down, like I'm like, man, that was like, man, it was a rough one. Like, and even so, Norman Smiley, and Robbie Brookside just being there the entire time talking to me and stuff. And I'm just like, God bless both of y'all. Y'all both are like, they're two people I like. Everybody loves Norman Smiley because he's such a good guy. But Robbie Brookside made a very big impression on me as well because I knew of him, but just the fact of like that and then me going back and research, I was like, yeah, he's like top of the tier of my book. But of course, nothing came out of it. But the fact of having that experience and being able to like go like, man, that's something a lot of people my first year would have said that would never happen for me. Like, I started in 2008. 7 years later, I did that. No one probably would have ever said, yeah, man, he'll get it. No one ever said that. Like, it was everybody else. But for me to get that opportunity and to get that look, it was like a priceless experience. I wish that, maybe there could have been a couple things I could have like did. I could have got, I could have been a little bit more stricter to get in even better shape because I had dropped about 30 pounds to get ready for that tryout. When I found out about a few months, I dropped about 30 pounds. And so it was like, okay, maybe I could have even pushed a little bit more harder to drop a little bit more. But at the same time, like, I don't have any regrets on it because, man, I was never supposed to have that opportunity. Let it be told by a lot of people. So yeah, I mean, it's just one of those profound memories that stick in your head for forever.
Absolutely. But you know, WWE is
I
getting
got
back focused in. Okay, Brian.
um. Well, I'm gonna let you finish what you were about to say, and then I'm gonna go ahead and after that. Go ahead.
All right. Well, you know, WWE has a lot of focus back onto the independents again. Um, so there's a good chance that you could get called again. So how do you feel about, you know, putting your foot in the door in that aspect now?
I mean, it almost 40. I don't know, but if there was an opportunity to at least get a look, man, I couldn't turn it down. It's just like, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. But I've seen that, and I feel like that's a good opportunity for a lot of our youngsters uh, to come in and get that opportunity, and as well. And we've seen it within the North Carolina aspect. We've seen it. LeBron Cozone, Blade Brown, and Manny SoFly just had a tryout as
Mm-hmm.
well too. So a lot of those people I'm rooting for. Like I'm rooting for them Firestar kids. Like that's number one because
Mm-hmm.
those like my nephews and nieces in the wrestling business. So I'm rooting for them. But if the opportunity came up for me, I'm not gonna be the one to necessarily turn it down. It's gonna be a lot of hard thinking because I'm gonna be like, oh man, my knees, my back. I really want to do I want to do all these rolls and bumps and drills? Like, I don't know, my boy. Like, you probably do these, but I'm up there going like, man. Like, I'm trying to Abby this thing, bro. I'm trying to Abdul the butcher this. Like, come on, let, let me pull back a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, man. I mean, like I said, the opportunity came up. I'd be a fool to not at least think about it and entertain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. You never know. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, yeah, man. Pop up suplex everybody. Where did that
German.
come from?
Pop up German. There was this random Instagram page, and I still follow it. They would post these random Japanese clips, just of like matches, finishes, entrances, just sequences, and all this other stuff. Where they would chop up the match and explain the match, explain what was going on with the match and stuff like that. And one night I was just on the page and it's a Noah guy, and I'm gonna forget his name. Is it Segura? Segura? Man, I can't pronounce his name. I can't. I know in my face, I see his face. In my head, I see his face, but I can't think of the name. It's slipping me. But he did it in a match with Marufuji. And when I saw it, I went like, man, that's interesting. I ain't never seen nobody really do that over here. Period. Like, I wonder if I could do something with that. And so I just started playing with the idea. I would be in the gym and I would get like a 45-pound weight and I would just kind of practice the motion of it just to see. And I can't remember the first was it Kenway was probably one of the first people I did it on at a match down in Atlanta for Murder One. And I just did it. And I was like, when I did it, the crowd had a good reaction to it. And I went like, okay, there's something there. This is just one of those moves I just have in my pocket and I'll pull out. And I was just have it, pull it out, have it and pull it out. But it wasn't to the level how I was using it. Until one night, Murder One, he was just like, yeah, man. Yeah, if you know Murder One, you know how Murder's like, yeah, man, you know how that thing you do, that suplex, that German. That's the finish, my boy. Like you met Murder, so you know how he is.
That's Murder all day. Yeah, that's Murder all day. I've been in the ring with Murder, so that's like how he talks.
I'm like, Murder, so you don't want me to do the other thing? He's like, nah, man. That German though, that's the thing right there. And so I went like, okay. And I did it for the match. That was the finish for the match, and I did it. The crowd was like receptive to it. So I was just like, oh, there's something there with this. Let me keep rocking with this. And it was just literally me working on it and figuring out how to get to it and how to just deal with it. And it became one of those things where it would be like, I would show up at shows and I'd be introducing myself and like it'd be one person like, hey, you the pop-up German guy, right? It's like, yeah. bro, we love it. Like, and now it's just like I'll be out in public at different spaces, none of wrestling spaces. And there'll be somebody like, oh man, don't pop up German me now. And it's like it's like it's just the thing now that people like it as well. People like be out in the woods like, hey man, I'm gonna get my boy to pop up German you, and somebody be like, pop up German. Hey man, show him the video of you doing the thing. Come on, stop playing around, bro. Show him. So like it's really taking the identity of his own. Like, yeah, it's people just love it. And I never forget when we did the first Greensboro show. I get to the back and I forgot who told me. They was just like, hey man, when you hit that, Caprice Coleman jumped up in the air, was like pumping his fist. He's like he hit it so clean. I was just like, well, if Caprice say that, then yeah, man, I got something here, man. You know. So it's just
Caprice is one of those guys. If he sees something, he be like, yeah, you're gonna get a reaction out of him. Like, no, undoubtedly. Like Caprice is like, yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
If he likes that, yeah, because he'll come up to me. He like, hey, you hit Papa German tonight? I'm like, maybe. Ain't no maybe, bro. You got to do it. You got to do it. It's just like he likes the moves. So when people like the move, it's just it is what it is. So. And that's why I wound up just getting a t-shirt made, because everybody kept talking about it. I was just like, why not get t-shirts? I could do a t-shirt design with it. And I found a lady named Yolanda. She made a design, and I was just like, that's what we rolling with.
Nice.
I need one of them, by the way.
Oh yeah, I got the store for you. Where there you go. You can holler at him. Online store. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Multicolors.
Absolutely, man.
Multi sizes.
Let's talk about let's talk about road trips. Let's talk about road trips, man. Let's talk about things that you and I, but mostly you, have experienced.
He ready for this. Man, road trip, bro. We done had so many. I done had so many, bro. Do we want to start with that one, or do we want to talk about some other ones?
Let's start with that one. Let's
start with that. Start with the one in New York. Oh, we talking.
All right, so quick backstory, ladies and gentlemen. So we had a car full. Actually, it was a van, SUV, full of talent. Going to go to New York. We was going to do a tryout for
Marvelous
was
Pro.
It Russell One?
No, Marvelous Pro. Yeah,
Marvelous Pro.
Yeah, Chinsuke Nagawa, Sumi Sakai, Dave Fleury.
And we were driving up to New York at the House of Glory. Yes, where they didn't even want us to come in the building.
Woo!
they was big mad that our Carlo
South Carolina, North Carolina came.
Yeah, came up there.
This carload is me, Ro, James Anthony, William Huckabee, and Joe Black. Mm-hmm. We were supposed to have Tim, the Infinite Man, roll, but I think he wound up having something else, and he was just like, I gotta step out. But it's 5 of us in this SUV driving up the road, and I want to say from like Virginia into New York, I drove. Now, Brian, let me tell you something about your co-host. The further we get to New York, the more his New York comes out. Meaning that tone, that accent that you hear most New Yorkers have, the closer we got, the more it comes out. We get into about Queens where we were staying. And like I done drove into the city. I done drove into the state. I'm driving good. Because I did this drive before, but I'm driving good. But he knows the area. He goes, hey, yo, son, pull over. We Chinese fire drill. Huck gets into the seat behind the driver. I get into the front passenger seat. And before we could even like close the door and lock ourselves in, this boy done took off. And he hitting these spaces this small, like Fast and the Furious. And me and Huck are like 2 little kids screaming like, yo, slow down, bro. Like, don't worry about it. I got this. Like, we just driving through the city. Like, It's literally like I'm hearing Ludacris's "Too Fast, Too Furious" in the background while this dude is like hitting the corners in the city, my boy. Oh, when we pulled up at that hotel, me and Huck with each other, we was like, "Oh, thank God!" Like, whoo, because we was nervous. We were nervous. Yes, but yeah, we encountered a little bit of hate when we got to the school because we went up there with the mentality of when people think Southern guys in wrestling, they think Tennessee two snap. We gonna talk it out there, do a little bit of a Memphis stuff and da 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 da. When we come up there with the mentality of like, nah, man, we gonna show y'all what these Southern boys can do with y'all Northern boys. Like, ain't no little tidbit type stuff. And we get to the front door with our bags and we get meted. I'm not gonna say the name that met us because we gonna keep that clear. And they go like, "Hey, y'all here for the tryout?" I was like, "Yeah." "Hey, well, we ain't ready for y'all. Y'all just go back to your car until we get ready for y'all." And as we're walking away, we hear him yelling, "See, y'all got people from the Carolinas coming up here to take y'all spot." So we get in the car, we like, "Oh, they nervous that we gonna come up here and show out on them." Okay, bet money. So we get in there. They introduced the whole office and we get dressed and they was like, "Yeah, we just gonna warm up a little bit and then we gonna have matches." Well, at the time, the easy match was Huck versus Joe and James versus Roe. That's it. Those two right there, those are good matches. Me, I don't have that guy with us. I don't have Tim with us to go like me and him gonna do whatever. I wound up working some guy that I think he had been like on a couple years in the business, but he was supposed
Oh
to be like
man,
a demon. And we were getting into the match. We had talked about it.
a demon.
He had the mask and everything, man. He had like the mask, and he was supposed to be like, "Yeah." And we get into the match, and like he ain't really doing what he's supposed to do. Like he just kind of just standing off in the distance. So I'm just like, "Hey, man, Brian Excell's in this room. Amazing Red is in this room. Sumi Sakai, Renee Michelle, Chinsei Nagawa, Rocky Romero, and a bunch of other people in this room. You're not about to embarrass me." So I got ticked off. And I just hauled off and I just go, "Ah!" I punched this
Whoa!
guy. And he stumbles back to the corner. And I just grab him and I go, "Do you know where we're at now?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Let's go." And we get through the match. I pin him. I get up. I bow because me, Ro, James, Huck, and Will were the only people that before and after our match we bowed to Chinsuke Nagawa to show respect. And so I get out the ring, and then this guy and Joe go, "Hey man, why you do that boy like that?" I'm like, "Hey man, boy, and listen, you ain't about to bury me. This is my shot, my boy. Like Japan, like, hey man, Rocky Romero's here. Rocky always got a job with an office in Japan. You're not about to embarrass me in front of Rocky. And I know Rocky because I've been helping with ROH. Boy, don't embarrass me like that, boy. Like, chill out." But we did that. I know we had solid matches. I know we brought up our best effort. Them two doing dives to the outside. I think they were like one of like maybe two, maybe three matches they did dives to the outside. And we didn't get the phone call like, "Hey man, one of y'all on the show." And we felt some type of way because we knew we had came up there and showed out. We went to the show and watched the guys they put on the show from that tryout, and we all went, "Yeah, man, they screwed us." There was some people from Canada that came over for the opportunity, and they didn't get put on the show. And they were better than what they got put on that show. So we knew it was just like, hey, we trying to make our guys look good. But that's just one of the things that you encounter in the business. Like you notice you put in the best foot forward, and you still don't get that opportunity. But even with that, even with seeing like we watched that match with Sonny Kiss, whoever that guy, I can't remember the guy's name, and the dude, they didn't mesh. They didn't mesh at all. Like it was just like he was trying to do something and Sonny was trying to do her thing, and it was just like, yo, man, like you supposed to work with Sonny's gimmick. Sonny's gimmick is the gimmick that'll help get over. Put your we was sitting there going like, that wasn't good. We watched these matches. It wasn't like we was going like, yeah, we the better. We just could tell. It was blatant, you know. But, you know, aside from that, you know, the fact of all that, we still had a blast. We still had fun. I mean, where else? When other time that you could walk in Times Square in New York and one person legit starts quoting the movie Friday word for word, and when they stop, the next person picks up from where they left off, continuing the script of this movie until they stop, and then keep going. And it's just like, I think we quoted about like the first 15 minutes of Friday walking through Times Square, just because.
Just enjoying ourselves.
Just walking through Penn Station and seeing this black woman and this white guy getting into it. And she going like, all right, this is why you ain't got no lips, you chicken lip having ass. Like, you know, like, and we looking like, what? Chicken lip having? And that's when I say Joe Black actually was laughing hard. Like, bro, you chicken lip. The rest of the trip, it was just chicken lip having. Like, it was like, bro, like that. Oh, this guy, that New York style of way, Brian, him,
me
is okay. So let me paint the picture. It's him and James Anthony walking at the front. We talking when both of them still had braids. Joe's in the middle, and you know Joe Black, even back then, jacked, stocky. I mean, more so now because he's more focused. And then bringing up the rear is me and Huckabee. You really, the middle and the back don't mess with me. We had this random guy just walking, but following us for like the longest, like several blocks. And if you know Huck is like real irritable to sometimes. And he just kind of like stops and he goes, yo, what's this guy's problem following us? And the guy got so scared, he just walked off without stopping, without looking up, without even slowing his stride. This guy, in that New York sense of mind, goes, yeah, son, he's going to try to rob us. Me, Huck, and Joe go, rob who? By this time, this dude gone. Like, it's these three big dudes and these other two. Rob who? This dude gone by now, and he doesn't even stop. He's just like, yeah, man, he's gonna try to rob us. That you said that too calm, my boy. Like, yeah, he get closer to New York, bro. And when he goes back for that fight in February, watch him. He might walk to the ring with a bacon, egg, and cheese, or chopped cheese or something, man.
And some Timberlands on.
Exactly. He might come out to Ja Rule and Fat Joe's New York. Like, I'm just saying, man.
I don't know why the closer that people get to New York, that New York do come out. You know what I'm saying? We start saying son. Yeah, I was like,
my little cousin,
calling son.
And my little cousin, born and raised in New York. When he's down here, he's like a Southern gentleman. Closer he gets to New York, he's just like, yeah, son, like for real. You're like, you hear me, son? I'm like, bro, man, like chill out, bro. That's all good.
Pause.
I hear you, my boy.
Pause. Yeah.
Pause. I hear you. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like one of my
of those
road trips right there. One of those funny ones. Like the other one is me, Movie Mike, and Zuki King driving through a snowstorm to get to Minnesota and Wisconsin for me to work Jeff Cobb. Like, Ro didn't make this trip. Ro, that was a trip you didn't make.
I didn't make this one, yeah.
He didn't make this one, but you know, he had kids and he was just like, man, I'm gonna be home, I'm gonna chill. And I was just like, well, man, I'm supposed to work Jeff Cobb. Like, I'm not missing this. You know, my mom was like, well, you know, it's okay to miss a show every now and again. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But guess what? I ain't missing this one. I'm driving like my boy. Like, I drove up and around up through Iowa and then up into Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And Movie might wind up taking your spot that night, but Movie might represent it well for that one. And then we went over to the next night into Wisconsin, and I wrestled Jeff Cobb there. But
Mm-hmm.
that was a drive. That's 17, 18 hours. You get that stir crazy moment probably around Ohio because you going like, hey man, this car closing in on me, man. But
Mm-hmm.
you do what you got to do, man.
That
Now
first road trip that we took up there, it was like what, 10 of us in a van?
it was me, you, Zuka, Movie
James, Mike.
was it James?
Yeah, James is with us on the first one.
Okay, yep. And then
And it had
Young and Restless.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was like
about a good
8,
bit of
9 of
us.
us. Yeah.
And this dude being studious, he in the front seat doing homework, just typing away. Just he's like, you need me to drive? I was like, nah. I was like, boy, man, do your homework. Stop playing. Do your homework, man. Be a good student. Get an A.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that first
Do
trip,
your homework. Do your damn homework.
yeah, we drove up there, did the show, and when we did the show, we got right back in the car and drove right back down.
Now let me paint the picture for y'all. What, 18, 19-hour drive one way?
It
We
was
drove.
19. It had to be. Hold on. It had to be about 19 going up because the bright idea was, hey, let's bypass all the toll roads.
So tolls, yeah.
So it made it 19. On the way back, I literally sat there in that front seat. I was like, listen, I don't care what y'all think. We are not bypassing toll roads. We are going through these toll roads. We are not being in this car. Like we done got paid extra.
Mm-hmm.
We using that extra to get through these toll roads.
Mm-hmm.
It was only like $5. But I was not about to sit. I wasn't about to sit in that car for no extra hour and a half to avoid that toll road. But we had to get through there.
Yeah.
But it's a drive. But man, we had a ball up there, man, and it was too fun. Like I got the tag with Uncle Bob, man, up there,
Mm-hmm.
and that was fun. You know, I came out to Morris Day in the time in Minnesota and had that whole crowd clapping on beat. Like that goes in the checklist, like, and that wasn't even on the bucket list. Like, who can say they came out to Morris Day in the time in Minnesota? Not many, but I did it.
Absolutely.
Shout
Not
out to
many.
my man Josh C, man. He out there in Minneapolis, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
Let me ask you a question, man. Have you ever had a time where you felt like you wanted to give up? Like you was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to keep wrestling. And during that time, what made you keep going, or did you have someone give you advice to help you keep going?
Yeah. Like around that pandemic time, that was like really it. And I kept lying to myself saying, yeah, I'm done. I'm really done. Like I had this whole conversation with my mom and she was like, are you sure you're done? I was just like, yeah, I think I'm done. Like I think I'm done. Like I really am. Like I'm pretty sure. Like I swear I am. Like I think I am. And like it was literally like me trying to convince myself about it because it was a lot going on at the time. You know, we was dealing with COVID. And at the same time I had lost my brother. So I was like dealing with that. And then probably about a few months later I lost my stepdad. And you know, dealing with that. And then at that time as well, my mom was in and out the hospital because she was having issues with her illness, and it was just like a lot. And I was just like, man, I was like, it was kind of like me being like, all right, man, I got too much going on, so let me just stop. I'm done. Like I'm quitting. I didn't necessarily say I was quitting. I just kept saying, you know, man, I'm trying to find something else different from wrestling, man. And I'm done. I'm hanging it up, but. You know, I'm like, you know, it was like Terry Funk. I just couldn't stay away. Like I was fake retiring, knowing I just couldn't stay away. And it was like when I kind of got to a point where it was just like, okay, man, like you still feel like, I equivalent it to the movie Rocky Balboa, where he keeps saying it's still that beast in there somewhere. It's like it's not tame, it's not done. And I just was just like, man, and like I said, it wasn't no conversation, it wasn't nobody. It was just literally me going like, sitting there going like, I'm not done. Like I still got something left. I still got something to prove. I still got something to give back, and I just can't sit here and just go like, all right, I just had to get back to it. Like I just had to keep going, and like, luckily I kind of got like an open door welcome from Firestar, so that was kind of like, all right, I can go there and get my feet wet. I can hit some training sessions and get back going, and then when time was right, it was like, okay, I'm back. I just had to get back to it. And I like I said, I still felt like I had something to prove, and people now still, and I say, yeah, man, I think I'm getting close to the end. Like I'm still doing, but I feel like I'm getting close. And people go like, ain't no, especially LeBron. LeBron does this all the time. I'd be like, yeah, man, eventually I'm gonna have to kind of just hang it up, and he'll go, why? For what? Says who? You're not done. And I go like, hey man, number one, you ain't my daddy. You can't tell me when I'm done or when I'm not done. Like, if I say I'm done, I'm done. But I think it's just the fact of like, people still see the ability, people still see what I can bring, and they'll just be like, man, like, boy, you still got it. Like, you still move, like, you still going. I'm just like, yeah, man, I guess so. I guess I'm still, still got that hunger in me a little bit to still keep going, and still got that ability to keep going. I'm still, blessed enough to be healthy enough to get in there and go, and with anybody, with everybody as well too. So, like I said, I had that moment where I was just like going through a lot mentally, and I was just like, man, I'm done. Like it's over, but it truly wasn't over. It was just like I just kind of had to take a break and get back to it. But I was lying to people saying I'm done, but I really wasn't done. Not by a long shot. So
Yeah. So outside of professional wrestling, you actually dabble in music as well.
I dabble in a lot of stuff, man. I dabble in a lot of stuff. It's a
Talk to
lot.
the people about your musical talents and aspirations with that.
That literally came because of COVID. Um, I was kind of halfway DJing on Facebook Live, and I've always been a guy that's always liked the behind the scenes aspect. I've always liked wrestling footage behind the scenes, like seeing the guys right before they walk out the curtain. What's their warm up, pattern like? What are they thinking? Before and afterwards. And so that always would lead me to like music production. Like, we know H to the Izzo by Jay-Z, but how did you get that? What was Kanye doing? What was Dilla doing? What was Knife Wonder doing with all this different music? So I would always watch all these things about producers, not the rappers, the producers. That was my thing. The DJs, the producers, like what they would do, like all right, they had this incredible DJ set. What did they pick to get that? Oh, he made this dope beat. What did he do to make that? And so I was watching a lot of Knife Wonder stuff, and it slowly, that creative monkey on my back is kind of like him with all the stuff he does. He just like, you know what? I'm gonna do it just to try it. It was literally like, all right, it's COVID. You really ain't going nowhere but to working home. Why not? And so I got like a little pad and started from there. And like all things weren't great. I erased a lot of my earlier stuff because I'm like, I don't want to hear that. But slowly but surely, just working on the craft, and a lot of that time during COVID, watching guys still have shows like him, like Rob Killjoy, like JD Drake, watching all those guys still, have matches and doing that. It just was like, all right, you keep working on the craft. How do they do this? Or you learn how to do this. You learn how to do that. You figure out how to do this. You put these two things together. All right, well, I remember how to do this. Let me try to use it like this. And pretty soon it was just like, and now I got to get an NPC because I'm only so far limited with this laptop as well, and it just became this thing of like, all right, now I got a placement on this album. Now I got a placement on this album. Now I done made my first project. Now this person wants to do a whole project with me. Now it's like, all right, I done made a song that was on the album that I use as my theme song. Now it's like, all right, I done met legends in the game. I done met Dame Grease. I done met Large Professor. I got a guy that has connections with multiple people in Gene Brown that when I met him, he was like, yeah, I know about you. I seen your stuff. I went like, what? Like, and now it's just like when people talk about music stuff, especially in the Carolinas, it's like, hey, I'm looking for a producer, and I automatically get tagged by people, and it's just like, man, I didn't think like starting off I would get to this level. I would have liked to, but it's just one of those things that you just you think about it, but you don't necessarily think it will happen. And now it's just like my room is full of like vinyl records, sample, and I'm still trying to find places to put more of them. And I've got like a stack sitting over here that I hadn't even touched yet, as well too. And I'm surrounded by music equipment. And while I'm watching WrestleMania, I'm working on beats. When the Royal Rumble comes on this weekend, I'm gonna be working on beats. You know, if I'm watching AEW, I'm working on beats. TNA, working on beats. It's just like it's just the practice makes perfect. You know, you go to the gym, you come home, you work on beats as well too to perfect the craft, and it's opened up a lot of doors for me, including into acting as well too. So it's wild to say that, you know, something that I was just seeing as a hobby has kind of done a lot for me as well too. Made a little money, not a lot, just a tad bit, enough to get a Whopper with cheese, but you know.
You can put cheese on yours,
I
right?
can put cheese on it. I can put cheese. I can put
Listen,
cheese
yeah, cheese and some barbecue sauce on that thing. Yeah, just a little bit of barbecue sauce. Well, listen, man. And I'm loving you that your story, and then it's great that you're doing music. Me and Roosevelt talked about it before, man. Sometimes it's a void right now for music artists to be able to create music for wrestlers, man. So maybe you can step into that lane and produce music for your fellow wrestlers, man. Because you know, running the show, one of the things that I realized is that, man, hey, we need original music, man, because we can't keep on playing Future and all these stuff, because the bigger venues that we get, we got to pay
playing
for
Hollywood
so,
Undead.
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, when Hollywood Undead came out, bro, every show somebody was using that song. I was just like, bro, y'all just find something else to use, man. Like it yeah, the market is there to work with people. Man. I know Goldman out of Charlotte. Shout out to him, man. He's done music for a few people. He's done Ashe Wrestling's theme song, Power. He's done one for Cedric. He's did one for Owen Knight. I want to say he did one for Zuka as well, but he's done music for several guys as well too. Just because his love for wrestling is so strong, and the fact that he is around a lot of people, they take the opportunity to get onto it. And you know, just having a dope custom theme song, man, it adds a little bit to your element in the the business. Like you think about Moose and his whole song, it's just a simple chant, but it works. Then now you got the one that's taking over is Sosa. Like I'm looking at Instagram and I got people sending me stuff going, "Hey man, have you heard of this dude?" I'm like, I don't know him, but I know the song. Like I know his entrance. Like it's just stuff like that that gives you like an extra, like, yeah, man, he's like cool guy. Like, you know, even with Swerve, it's like, you know, now shout out Prince Nana. I mean, you know, me and Ro know him well. Just him, that's just Prince Nana acting up. That whole dance was just probably a bet. And he was just like, all right, bet, watch this. And because of that song and that dance, it's one of the most popular things out now. Like, you can't not hear that song and think of that dance. So, you know, the aspect of like custom songs and stuff within wrestling is like, hey, man, take a shot. I know a lot of people are doing it. A lot of people do have custom music. Shout out to Elliot. He's actually made Movie Mike's theme song at one point. You think about Ray Hun. And Cream Pie Poppy, that's the one now. That song comes on at a show and people lose their mind. Like it's I tell people invest in it. Invest in it. The song I use now, I produced that track for a guy named Wordplay Look as well. So it's just the cross section of music and wrestling is so crazy now, especially within hip hop. What's his name? Is it Josiah, who's working for WWE and all the stuff that he's doing? Yeah. And now you think West Side Gun and wrestling. His whole thing, his album covers are nothing but wrestling. So it's just like, hey man, we're in that thing now where hip hop and wrestling, cross paths, and it's like a dope experiment, man. It's just like, all right, cool. Who's gonna come in next to make a dope wrestling song? But yeah, I am available.
Man. I got some ideas,
I am available
man.
to make y'all theme songs. Just holler at me, man.
Yeah, we're gonna make something happen.
I'm gonna holler at you because we need to make some things happen. Like I say, doing the shows, man. I realized, hey man, people really need original music.
Oh yeah.
And I think a lot of wrestlers and entertainers are really missing the buck by providing songs to some of these wrestlers that go out and get seen by hundreds of if not thousands of people on the weekly. You know what I'm saying? And so if you want to promote a song and you have an active billboard that can go out there and promote your song, then why not? You know what I'm saying? So
I can't tell you how many times I played Ray Hunt's theme song and people look at me like, bro, for real, Cream Pie Poppy? But at the same time, they be like, hey man, this is a bop. They like the song and they'll start singing it right that I stop. It's man, step it up, bro. It's 2026. Let's get to it.
Absolutely.
That's right. Step it up, step off. Well, first of all, speaking of stepping up, we have this thing on the show. First of all, I'm sure that you and Roosevelt have faced off before. But for some reason, he has this thing where wrestlers come on the show and he has a problem with it. So what I want you to do is I want you to cut scathing promo against Roosevelt in our segment Best Damn Promos. He said some unsavory things about you before you came on.
Damn.
I ain't gonna repeat it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna repeat it, but I'm just saying it needs sort of rebuttal. That's all I'm saying. So I want you to go head to head against Roosevelt and cut a promo. I want you to threaten him within an inch of his life. You know what I'm saying? The only way that Deandre Jackson can. So,
man,
prepare yourself. Are you down
Put
for this?
me on the spot. Man, that's
right on the spot. Yeah.
This like that.
You know what I'm saying?
This like a Sway in the Morning freestyle, Funk Flex freestyle. Like, hey, yeah, man, I'm about to drop this beat. You got a freestyle on it, man. Like, man, like, come on.
It really is. yeah. You got to spit that hot fire. Absolutely.
I ain't eat no sandwich or nothing to get ready for this. Like, jeez.
That means you're hungry. Man. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
Say you're hungry.
You're hungry.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Cut
Beautiful
a scathing
people.
promo on Roosevelt. Just talk my trash, man. She's just, I don't know, man. You gotta think, and you just be like, you know what, man? I'm mad at you. Should have kept the braids, my boy. I'm mad at that. You know what? Grow your hair back out. You know what? I'm gonna grab your head with the little hair that you have, and I'm gonna pull it out and grow your hair back out so you can get the Mario braids. And then I'm gonna cut them and leave you bald like me. Come see me. There you go.
Oh man. Well, look.
First of all, calm down. You're too loud and you ain't even saying nothing. You're too loud and you're not even saying nothing. Listen here, Mr. Big Hurt Deandre Jackson, the biggest thing that is hurting right now is the fact that you are still in the wrestling business. Because what else is there for you to do? What can you do? You talking about, oh, my knees, my back, my neck, and my back. What is it that you think that you're capable of doing to this day in a professional wrestling ring, especially if you're stepping in a ring with somebody who likes to fight? I don't care if you're the big hurt, the little hurt, the sideways hurt, left hurt, right hurt, your nuts hurt, your back hurt, your knees hurt. I don't give a damn what hurts. If you step in the ring with me, I'm going to hit you so hard that your kids are going to hurt. Because I've always been, and you've known this firsthand, the man who likes to fight.
You gonna let him get away with that?
What can I do? What can I do, my boy? Let me tell you something. What can I do? You say my knees hurt, my backs hurt, my nuts hurt, da 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 da. You say, what can you do? Let me take a page out of your book. Everything. You say you missed everything. I'm truly missed everything because I can do everything, whatever I want, however I want. The big hurt will lay the hurt. I will leave you laying, my boy. You say you like to fight. Guess what? I do too. And every man can talk that trash. Every man said they can knock you out with one punch. Every man has that same plan until they really get punched in the mouth. So do you really want to take that chance with the big boss house? Nah, my boy. You really don't. We faced off. You felt the hands. You felt the grown man presence I have in these hands. And you know, like I know, that when these hands get on you, I'll leave you crippled. I'll leave you with a limp. If you want to make your fight in New York, back it on up. Back it on up.
What?
Yeah.
What?
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 What? Come
What?
on, boy.
What?
It could be
I heard
too old. It could be too old.
Just a second ago.
Scrapping.
Just a second ago, you had all this air in your chest, all this loud bass in your voice, but now it seems like you got a little bit of.
It's still there. It's still there.
Little. Your volume is kind of calmed down a little bit because you're understanding and you're realizing a lot more that who you talking to. That's right. You think that you're talking to Victor Andrews. You think that you're talking to the guy that you stepped in the ring with many moons ago. But Deandre Jackson, let me explain something to you. I am not that man anymore. You've seen it firsthand. When I step in the ring with a suit, I'm standing on business. But the minute that shirt comes off, business is about to get handled. And when it's two big monsters right here come out, there ain't no time to play. It's time to go night-night. Bop, bop! That's the last thing you're going to hear. These two boys right here.
He said, you won't go night-night?
It's Brian in the background doing the face.
Yeah, living everything.
Brian taking off the glasses. He gets
well, I be ad-libbing. I be instigating.
Brian
sometimes.
Dude that was back in the school was like, I bet you won't swing on him.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, he gonna punch you in the face. Oh,
he the one that make it worse.
Exactly.
He's like Martin and Play off of the first house party when they in the cafeteria. He's like, oh man, you gonna go out like a suck, like bruh. Stop. You gonna go out like a sucker.
Exactly.
That's him. And here's the kicker. When we did the first Greensboro show, he was running around like that. I saw him.
Exactly.
But
Big
Wow.
ass instigator.
listen,
I'm gonna
man,
put Brian in the hot seat one show. We make him do a promo against somebody.
Exactly. I would love to see
You know,
that.
I could cut a promo. You know, I like you said, man. I grew up doing dozens, so I had to learn
Man,
how to be
get Joe
quick
Black
with
on
it
here
and
and let him
talk
go
trash.
bar to bar with Joe and watch Joe get him.
Listen. I love Joe Black. I love Joe Black. He's a great brother, but I will smash him on the microphone. I don't care. Anybody, put him on. Put him on.
I don't know, boy. Because listen, his promos are like his promos are like battle routes, man.
His promo is like reading the encyclopedia. It's like you got to look it up. What the hell he just said?
What did he just? I know it's in
Joe Black. What
did he say?
What he call me?
He is the Black Edgar Allan Poe.
What he called me? How you spell that?
I like that. He is the Black Edgar Allan Poe. I like that because
that's what we're gonna call him from now on.
Yeah, that's
everybody.
I like that too.
Black.
So
when his promos come out, the Black Edgar Allan Poe.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be like, yeah, you right. I see that. Without much anticipation, but he's like, yeah, I see that. That's about right.
Yep, that's Joe all day.
See that. Yeah,
that's him. that's the guy, man. In reality, man, we talk a lot about different stuff, but in reality, that's really a guy that should have had a real look.
Yes,
really should have had a real look. He in shape, his interests, his promos, his work. Why? I don't know. But hopefully, maybe 2026, he finally gets his opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't
worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about it. Listen, we're going to, my goal is to put a lot of people that thought they were never going to get another look. I want to put people that felt like nobody ever gave them a shot or a chance. People who are real stars on the independent scene that just need a little bit of spit shine or just need the right type of people to look at them. I already told Roosevelt, we're gonna put some people on, bro. And and we ain't just talking. The proof was already in the pudding. I ain't gonna tell you how many people got a look because of us, but I ain't trying to brag, but I'm just saying in general, like we're gonna make some stars. We're gonna make some stars. Trust and believe that.
Hey, that's all that matters. As long as you give back, man, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when can we get the Boss Hog back on the Mall Mania show, man? I got to see you with some ass, man. I love to watch you in the ring, my brother.
The last show, I was out the country, family vacation, so I had to miss that one. I wanted to be there. But y'all just let me know.
That boy was in Spain at the beach.
I wasn't in
with
Spain.
Toes out.
I was on the island and my toes wasn't out. My toes was in my shoes. A lot of walking. Had to be comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, man, look, y'all know. Just let me know if I'm free. I'm there. That's what it is, bro. I had fun, bro. That first show was really something special. And the crowd we had, it was crazy. Even with people who didn't really know, they were just coming to the mall just because, and the fact they were coming in to see the show was something special. So, yeah.
Real quick before we close out, tell us about your experience with Mall Mania and what it meant to you to be a part of that event.
Oh man, I mean, number one, you reaching out to me going, hey man, I want to get you on the show. I'm like, all right, man, you know me. As far as we go back, I was there already. And the fact of I actually want to work with Trayvon Ali as well. That was a match I wanted to have, and just the two big guys going at it and just really just putting it all out there for the crowd and getting a good reception from everybody, from people in the stands to everybody in the back. Caprice and Joe, those are two guys that I take a lot of heat from, and the fact that Caprice going up, he goes like, man, I don't have nothing really to say about the match. It was that good, like that. really meant a lot to me. Just the setup, the professionalism, all that, down to even the video footage. It looked so cool. My walkout, it looked like a video game walkout. I said to my homegirl, I was like, "This looks so cool." She was like, "Oh my god, you can use that for your highlight reel." I was like, "I know, right? Like this is clean. This good footage right here." The whole aspect of it was fun, man. It was well received. The whole setup with the video game tournament, so they had something for like the gamers to get into, like the young kids, the meet and greet. Just overall, the show itself, everybody came. Nobody was phoning it in. Everybody came putting it in and really just locked in. It was just like, yo, we gonna put a show on to really show people. And now the fact of, because of the connections being made, like, hey, we can go do this show in Tennessee. Now we got Vegas and we got here, and it's just like it opens it up as well too. So now it's just all right. Now we can, hey man, this mall thing has a branch out in California. All right, really cool. All right, or Washington, to hear that it's gonna open up a lot of doors for some people, a lot of exposure for some people, and the fact of that y'all were really professional about everything, and everything was well promoted and well set up and thought of. It wasn't like those shows where you go like, all right, man, we're gonna see how this goes, and then we don't really know, man. It's gonna be like some janky type stuff. It wasn't none of that. It was just like, I was like, when I left there, I was just like, yeah, in a heartbeat, I'll come back. And then when the next show was when I was going, I was like, man, I ain't gonna be there for this show. Like, bro, I was mad about it. I was just like,
hey,
right.
boy, we had a monster match for you too, boy. As soon as you said, "No, I can't make it," I was like, "Dang."
Yeah, but it was I was like looking at, I was gone. I was looking at footage and stuff like that and the results, and I was like, man, I wish I could have been there as well too. But man, the Mall Mania experience is fun. I tell anybody that can get to a show, you'll like it. One of my homegirls had never seen me wrestle. She came and saw me, and she was just like, oh my god, she was like, I never seen you wrestle, but that was so cool. But then she was like, but the rest of the show was so cool as well too. So she stayed and watched some more, and it was just like, all right, cool, great. The fact of that, she actually thought the show was interesting enough to stay and keep watching. That was so much fun, man. So yeah, whenever you need me back, man, let's just get back to it. I ain't going out the country for no time soon.
We're gonna make some things happen, man. And I think that from me being a wrestling fan, I am a newbie in the wrestling business. I know nothing about the wrestling business. I'm not claiming to be no promoter or nothing like that. But what I do know is how to treat people. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted the people that's never seen a wrestling show before, people that normally wouldn't even give wrestling a second look, to sit there and enjoy themselves. And I think the biggest flex that we have is that we made a lot of new wrestling fans that didn't like wrestling before. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so for me, those are the people that I'm looking for and I'm targeting, versus people who are already wrestling fans. People who are already wrestling fans are looking at it like, oh, this is a dope promotion. This is dope. This is kind of cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? So as we grow and we keep on doing more events, man, we just want to put on for, the city, put on for the talent that's coming up, man, that we really think are really, really talented people, man. And
it gives the opportunity for, a lot of people, they love to see AEW and WWE, but they can't necessarily afford to get to those places. So this gives them that experience of getting to a wrestling show and seeing a ring in person. For a decent price, but with good action, guys that are going to put on, hey, like we were working in front of 10, 20, 30,000 people. We going to really put work in as well, too. So, like I said, that's why I said nobody phoned it in. Nobody was like lollygagging. Everybody was just like, yeah, we going to do this like it's like the real deal. Like, this is, hey, y'all coming in here to work. Ain't nobody lagging as well. So, I mean, and then everybody's on everybody to have a good match. The vets in the locker room,
and you do say mud hole stomping too.
Oh yeah, the gang stomp, yeah. Yeah, like y'all have
Yeah, the gangsta. Yeah, I didn't know if you had a name for it or not, but whenever you stomping somebody and you cussing them out at the same time, I love that. I was like, oh, yeah. Didn't I tell you to get your hands off of me? Yeah,
I took that from two movies. Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in South Central, the beatdown scene, and then Chris Rock and Money Talks at the end where he's stumping out the French guy. He was like, "We gotta go. Don't ever call me your homie, Frenchie." I took that for I don't know what made me do it. I was in the middle of a match and I just did it, and I was just like, "Yeah, this is sticking."
Get your hands off me.
I took that from and it just works. It just works every time. Yeah, so like I said, Mall Mania is definitely a dope experience. If you can get to a show, get to a show, man. It's always fun.
Yeah, bro. This has been a great show, Deandre. You put on a great interview. You always been a good brother, man. Ever since I met you. In fact, we met. I want to say we met a show before then, but we met at Texas Rangers show.
Yeah, everybody said them Texas Rangers shows.
Texas Rangers show.
Hey, man, listen.
And that was an experience.
Imagine, like, he put a lot of money into these shows where it'd be like legends and stuff and whatnot. And we would just, he was like, all right, we're going to have a signing and we're going to have this. But every show, he was main event. Don't know who he was working with, but main event. And he would give himself like some WrestleMania entrance. Like one of them, the person came out to the ring, and then like all of a sudden, this is music black. It was an army. When we did army, and it was like music was just blasting, and like I mean, just ungodly. And then at the back of the armory, the roll-up door starts coming up, and smoke is coming under the door. And as it's coming up, you see flashing lights, and it's this big pickup truck, and he's on the back of it, just going wild as the truck drives into the building, and he's just like giving himself this grand WrestleMania entrance. It was just so funny. I never get one of the first time me and Hero watched that entrance. We went like, bruh, that's a lot going on. Then we did that other show outside where Lady Topper was there. And like we had with Chase Stevens and Barbarian. It was like a bunch of people on the show. And once again, main event, people in the ring. And music comes in extra loud. And then off to the side in this alleyway, you just see these lights cut on. And an engine rev up. And it's this red like Corvette top, like he's standing up, holding up, going crazy on the back of the car. It's just like, hey man, you giving yourself, you booking these shows and it's a crowd and we making money, but you giving yourself the WrestleMania interest in the main event, my boy.
That was a show we almost got in trouble too.
Oh yeah. He went to the hospital. And
no, it's about me and you. Me and you almost got in trouble. Cause that was the first time we met Lady Tapper, and we was like,
oh yeah, that's when she was dating Red.
Who that?
We didn't know. We honestly didn't know. We was like, who this chick? And then when we found out, we was like, oh, okay, yeah, she
yeah, because
it was like Barbarian's niece.
It was literally like this. It was like, oh, bro, you see it? Yeah, who that? Oh, that's Barbarian's niece.
Oh, okay, yeah. And she married. Oh,
and she married. Oh, well, all right. Well, who's she married to? And big dude over there.
Yeah, we're gonna leave her alone next. Yeah, let's keep on. Keep it
Big
pushing.
Red, yeah. Big Red, man, he still cut hair up in Charlotte, man.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that same show was the same show where he did the Corvette entrance, but he wound up going to the hospital, and like all of the all the guys wouldn't let his girl leave until she paid everybody.
Yeah,
because it was like, oh, he's trying to pull this move. I forgot who it was, but it was like it kept. I think somebody took her keys. Somebody took her keys, so she couldn't leave till she paid everybody.
Oh, that was Cassidy Riley that took the keys.
There you go. Cassidy took the keys, so she couldn't leave.
It was like, we ain't doing
Chase Stevens and Cassidy, took the keys so we couldn't leave. Like, we're not getting screwed tonight. And she paid everybody. And then when she paid everybody, they laid the keys somewhere for her to find them.
Mm-hmm.
Woo-wee. Great times, great memories.
Good times, man.
Well, you ain't going no place.
Nowhere. Listen, I'm 44 on Friday. Okay. You ain't going nowhere as long as I'm gonna keep doing this. You gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna be like, come on, Dre, get up.
That's what everybody say.
Time to go.
Everybody say that. Everybody's like, nah, man, you got to keep going. I love HWA. I did one shot for them, and when I got done, they was like, hey, yo, you got to come back a lot. You got to keep coming back. I did a show for them Thanksgiving night, and they had a show that Saturday, and I was only gonna do the Thanksgiving show. And my family got me booked on the Saturday show. And I was like, hey, man, I was trying to sit at home and get some rest. Y'all done got me booked out here. They literally booked me. They literally was like, yeah, we coming back Saturday. And then the promoter comes back. He's like, hey, man, you booked Saturday, right? I was like, no, I didn't tell you I was coming back Saturday. He goes, your family said they're coming back, so I guess you got to bring them. I was like, you know what? Y'all got to stop talking so much. I was going to sit at home and watch Golden Girls on repeat. Stop tripping.
Yeah. We're going to end the show, man. It's been a great interview. But we got to do this every single week where we leave the people with a bit of motivation.
Hey, hold on, before we do that.
Okay.
Shout out to your ad at the beginning, the gummy ad.
Oh.
All I feel like it was missing was my name is Willie. Willie Beam. Like that's what it felt like. It felt like that scene from Any Given Sunday. I just remember that. I was like, is this Willie Beeman I'm looking at?
I keep hitting like the screen.
He was like, after this we can get in the gym. Like this.
Yeah. I gotta make a new one. I gotta make a new video.
You really do with that song in the background.
Yeah.
It's gotta be in the background. Like really low, but just enough where you be like, is that what? Okay.
I'm with it.
I'm with it too.
We're gonna do that. I'm
with it.
All right, Deandre Jackson.
Yes, sir.
You have a final word for the beautiful people.
Final word for the beautiful people. Man, just do what you love in life, man. We live in a volatile time. Just anything happening. Life is short. I've lost a lot of people who are very creative. So whatever it is you love to do that. Take the chance. Take the risk. If you want to paint, do it. If you want to try to act, do it. If you want to rap, Lord knows some of y'all don't need to. We need more electricians than we need rappers. Mm-hmm. But if that's what brings you joy on the side, do it, man. Because I know for me, I probably would have did some other stuff when I was younger, but I just didn't think it was possible. I didn't think I could. And, I'm doing stuff now that I've always wanted to do, like the music, like DJing a little bit. And it brings me another level of happiness. So whatever it is you like to do it. If you want to write, man, because in the end, you have to make yourself happy. And, I know a lot of people looking for somebody else to make them happy, and it's not working like that. You got to do what you want to do in life to make yourself happy. So whatever that thing is, or whatever lifestyle you want to live, if it makes you happy, just do it, man. Because, it's rough out here. Mm-hmm. And if you can find something that brings you happiness, something that makes you feel good, something that makes you smile, that you do.
Absolutely.
Yes,
that is the final word from your boy, Deandre Jackson.
And always remember, when you move in silence, tell everybody. How else they gonna know?
Yeah, when you move in silence, make sure ain't nobody standing behind you. They don't want to smell that. If I had to drop a final word, it would be: don't just live, laugh, love. Learn, lift, and live. I'm not even going to elaborate on it. Take it how you want to take it. But if you don't just live, laugh, love, learn, lift, and lived. That is my final word for the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast.
He's talking about working out, y'all.
To my all of it.
Yeah. He's like learn how to live to live. You see how I put that together? And you did the knowledge, my brother.
He did.
The knowledge, yeah.
Hands, my brother.
Message.
Being prized, my brother.
My brother.
Yeah.
Brian, you got a final word?
Oh man. Well, I think it's my turn then. Yeah, I do. And I hope that you guys can hear me. I know I'm in and out a little bit. But this is for all of my overachievers. And I think when it came to me, I was thinking about the first question that I had was, is your success worth the sacrifice? Right. And the reason why I was thinking that because sometimes the things that you want to accomplish, you sacrifice a lot of things to be able to get there. You sacrifice your time, you sacrifice your energy, sometimes you sacrifice your relationships. You know what I'm saying? And it got me thinking, not all sacrifices are worth the success. It heard that.
You just said a word.
I'm going to reword that. Success should serve your life, not replace it.
Man, but you just said a word.
Do not let the very thing that you were fighting for destroy everything else that you were working for. You know what I'm saying? So success should serve your life and not replace it. Do not lie on the laurels of I'm successful and I can treat anybody how I want to treat them. I'm successful, so this is my life, and all I know is success. Because you can measure success in different ways. You can measure success with money. You can measure success with love and relationship that you have in your life. That's how I prefer to measure my success, is the love that I have within my house, the respect that I have from my friends and family. And do you have a successful relationships? Do you have successful ties other than money? If money is your measure of success, then you will be a lonely rich fool.
Facts.
So success should serve your life and not replace it. That is a final word from your boy, Brian Renegade.
And now we're gonna pass along the collection plate.
Is that a good one, fellas?
That was good.
Now we're gonna pass the collection plate around everybody with an A and B selection.
Pass it around, yes. $20 only. We're only gonna take it $20. Yeah.
Close the doors. Matter of fact, we close the doors.
You ever been swallowed?
Shout out Drewski, man, because that's scary.
I want everybody to match this $100 bill I got in my hand. I want everybody to match this $100 bill I got. Put it right back in.
You know, the Lord told me we're supposed to raise $50,000 right now. Matter of fact, $55,000. He just spoke to me.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we can't hold y'all too much longer, man. Thank y'all for joining the podcast every week. Make sure you tune in for all the great interviews that we had with this good brother Deandre Jackson. Make sure you follow us on all our platforms. You follow us on Instagram at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Follow us on our Facebook group, Best Damn Wrestling Podcast Facebook page, the BD Wrestling Podcast. Our X, Best Damn Crew. Twitch, the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. And on our TikTok, we got to put some more videos on the TikTok, Brian. Best Damn Wrestling Crew. You can also go to our website, www.thebestdamnwrestlingpodcast.com. Visit our affiliates, the wrestling.
Ain't no Snapchat?
We ain't got Snapchat. No, we don't need Snapchat. Man.
Okay. We don't need Snapchat.
We don't need Snapchat. Make sure you visit our affiliates, www.mallmaniaevent.com, where we be having wrestling events in your area. And if you are a company or a school or a church or just somebody who got money in their pocket and you would like for us to come and put on a wrestling event, to help
Like
raise
this money.
money for your cause or your or your church or anything like that, reach out to us. We do not mind helping you guys out. And also visit our other affiliate, the Blue Hearts for Autism. I can't talk today because I'm hungry. I need some cookies and milk.
Oh
Blue
Lord.
Autism. This is the biggest reason why we are doing everything that we're doing. It's the biggest reason why we just started the podcast. The reason why we started doing Mall Mania events is for Blue Hearts for Autism. So make sure you guys visit us and visit our Patreon if you want to drop some dollars. You want to drop some dollars? Please drop some dollars. You want to drop some dollars? Visit our Patreon. What's the Patreon, Brian? It ain't down
Patreon.com. Huh? Oh yeah,
Come on now.
Patreon.com / the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast.
All
Yeah,
right,
There you
now.
go.
yeah, I'm on it.
And then,
Yeah.
shout out to all our
you can just
go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Or you can just go on all of our platforms and wherever you get your podcast, just give us a like. You know what I'm saying? Just share it with somebody. Let them know, hey, we here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. I just looked at the country map, all the countries that listen to us, and I think it's 106 countries. So shout out to everybody that show us love in all of the countries that we're in right now. Thank you for everyone who supported us last year in our Mall Mania events and our podcast. We got some great interviews for you guys this year. So we're so excited. And check out Deandre Jackson, man. He is a great talent, solid brother. Follow everything that he got going on. We're gonna have him for another Mall Mania, and he's gonna pop up German suplex every damn body.
Got to.
Mm-hmm.
Got to.
Everybody got
All right. Everybody got to get it. All right, Deandre, real quick, man. I want you to help us end the show. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm going to say we will see you next week on the next best. I'm going to point to you, and you're going to say, damn. The only way that Deandre Jackson can say, damn. I want you to give me a Ron Simmons like damn. I want you to give me a Samuel Jackson like damn. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. Beautiful people, best damn nation.
Damn.
We will see you next week on the next best
Damn.
wrestling podcast. Damn, this lagging. Damn, all this lagging.
Can't be lagging.
Jackson.
You're lacking.
I'm
If you're
lagging. I'm
lagging,
lagging.
you're
Yeah, man.
Saying.
Absolutely, man. Deandre, man, you are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you so much for being on this show, my friend.
I
We can't wait to
appreciate
see
y'all,
what
man.
you do in the future, my brother.
Hey, I thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Y'all have a good one, man.
All right. We can't hold y'all no longer. Beautiful people, we out of here. We bid you adieu.